Today's news.
Southern storms.
I was very scared. My heart was beating real fast.
Crucial counteroffensive.
Ukraine's fight is a marathon and not a sprint.
Getting more people into EVs.
Our real challenge is charging station availability.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. Tornadoes tore through 4 states yesterday, and over the next 24 hours, nearly 20 million people face the threat of severe weather. CBS's Mark Strassman is reporting this morning from Alabama.
A string of at least a dozen tornadoes ripped across the southeast, unusually strong for this time of year, including here in Eufaula, Alabama, where strong winds sheared the walls off homes, cut through trees, and down power lines.
I ran home to get my little girl.
Brittany Shade told us she saw the tornado approaching out her window and raced to wake up her sleeping daughter. They hid in the bathroom until it passed.
It was like a train was coming. It was like boom, 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 boom.
Other parts of the state were pelted with hail, as were communities in Arkansas, where some people saw baseball-sized hail.
The Weather Channel's Stephanie Abrams says more rough weather could develop today.
There's a threat for tornadoes from Kansas all the way down into Texas. We could see supercells, large hail, and winds over 75 miles an hour.
The upper Midwest is now dealing with the wildfire smoke from Canada. This woman's in Minnesota's Twin Cities.
I don't like being around real thick smoke. This is pretty thick.
Air quality alerts are up through early tomorrow in much of Minnesota. Now to Washington, where Attorney General Merrick Garland is defending Special Counsel Jack Smith, the man who brought the federal case against former President Trump.
Mr. Smith is a veteran career prosecutor. He has assembled a group of experienced and talented prosecutors who share his commitment to integrity and the rule of law.
In New York City, CBS's Elaine Quijano tells us a grand jury has indicted ex-Marine Daniel Penny in last month's death of Jordan Neely in a subway chokehold.
In a statement, attorneys for Neely's family called the indictment the right result for the wrong Penny committed. CBS News legal analyst Jessica Levinson.
What the grand jury looked at is evidence that led them to believe a prosecutor could prove Penny used unreasonable force. Were the actions justified given the potential threat to others on that train?
Penny's lawyers said their client restrained Jordan Neely when Neely was threatening to kill subway riders.
Now to Ukraine and the counteroffensive against invading Russian forces. CBS's Ian Lee met up with a Ukrainian unit returning from battle.
This soldier led the first assault. It took us 2 days to push nearly 3 miles, he tells me. The Russians were dug in and heavily fortified, but intense artillery fire forced them to flee. The quickness of the Russians' retreat is scattered everywhere in their trenches. Weapons here, rations there. Their commander, Anton, tells me how his troops moved through the mine-infested tree lines for cover.
Slow to be silent and to be safe.
Are you glad to be finally going on the offensive?
You can't win the war with defense only.
There's word two-time Oscar winner Glenda Jackson has died at her London home. She was 87. She won Best Actress for 1973's A Touch of Class.
May I point out, as you have so obviously never noticed, women are a little different from men.
Jackson also spent 2 decades as a British lawmaker. The American Medical Association says it will advise doctors to pay less attention to BMI, body mass index, in determining if a patient is at a healthy weight. The group says the measure does not predict disease risk equally across racial and ethnic groups. 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.